to Maddie and Me. I'm Mandy, and this is Maddie. Woo! You're back. This is another breastfeeding video. What happens when you get mastitis? First, what is mastitis? Mastitis is basically like a swollen boob, a clogged duct. You got this pressure, it hurts. I got this twice earlier on in my breastfeeding journey. The first time, it came out of nowhere. I got hot. It was uncomfortable. Oh man, it hurt, right? The second time, it was a little less, but because I had dealt with before, I kind of like knew exactly what to do. Some people say put a heating compress, massage it, all of that. For me, what really worked is breastfeeding and pumping. Since I got this early on in my breastfeeding journey, Maddi was still breastfeeding like crazy. I took that as my opportunity. At first I was like, oh, should I have her avoid that side? And it actually both happened on my left boob. So at first I was like, should I avoid that side? Should I avoid the left boob? And then I was like, no, I should continue to give her the left boob because she can suck the clogged duct out. And that's really what you got to do. It's uncomfortable, guys. It's uncomfortable, but you just got to do it. This was still, the first time I got it was still in the first couple of months, and she was clustering. She would cluster in the evening, and this is when it happened. So I'd have her go on the left side, right? Then I'd switch for a little bit to go on the right side. This is when she was like in her 40-minute breastfeeding sessions. So then I wouldn't do the right side that long. I'd switch her back to the left, so then she'd get more, right? So I'd almost do, instead of just doing like left side, right side, I do left side for a while, right side just for a little bit, because I don't want to clog that side, and then left side. This is what I did every single time I breastfed. It was a lot, so I'd do it every single time. I could feel it getting better. I could feel it getting better that evening. And then she was still breastfeeding in the middle of the night, so I did it again. I would do it. I always started on the left side and did the left side, right side, and came back to the left side. If it was a shorter breastfeeding session, whatever, I was going with her. But I would always try to do the left side, right side, left side. And you do that with your clog. For me, it was a day, and then I finally felt better. It's uncomfortable, ladies. It's uncomfortable. But don't freak out. Don't freak out. It'll go away as long as you just attack it head on. Don't have your babe avoid it. I didn't get any rashes. Some people get rashes. I did feel better with a little massage. I had felt it coming on at times, and so there were a couple of times that I felt like it was getting a little clogged. If I massaged it, I could feel it right there. So I do highly recommend the massage too. So massage it, and you just kind of go, guys. You just kind of put your on, and you could feel it. I could feel this little milk ball that was clogging, and you just got to do it. You got to do it. If you want to ask your man to do it, awesome. If you want to ask someone else, but I would just kind of sit there and be rubbing it out, and really forceful. It hurt, but it was so worth it. Besides breastfeeding, besides the massage, pump. First time it happened, again, I was pumping a lot more. So I was trying to get her more onto this bottle schedule and all of that jazz. So pump. You can power pump that bad boy out. So when I say power pump, I mean basically you just pump for an hour. If she's going to breastfeed, right after she's finished breastfeeding, you then just pump. It'll feel so much better. For me, the first time, I totally felt when that clog came out. Every time after she breastfed, I would do the little massage like I told you guys about. And I could feel her pull out the clog. It felt amazing because I was oh my God, it hurt so bad that I almost could remember the feeling. It's if you ever have to pee really bad and then you release your pee and you're whoo. That's how I felt after I got the clogged duct. That's how I felt after my first experience with mastitis. The second time, I was more prepared. She wasn't breastfeeding it much, but she still was breastfeeding for those longer periods of time. she was still breastfeeding for those longer periods of time. So in that sense, I just did what I did. I had her breastfeed and I did the left, right, left. And I pumped and I massaged and it was fine. And again, within a day it was out. I felt it starting to come on last month again because I pump at night to have some bottle for her during the day and for her in the evening if she needs it. And I didn't pump one night. Bad idea. Bad idea. I felt it in the morning. I just massaged it a bunch. And then after she breastfed in the morning, it was fine and it had gone. And I was like, whoo, crisis averted, because she's not breastfeeding as much. And I was like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to get her on to breastfeed more just to get it out. So that's what I did. Those are my tips. They really, really work. They really, really work. Mastitis stinks. A clogged duct. It hurts. It stinks. So I hope none of you have to deal with it. But if you do, just tackle it right head on. Don't avoid this boob. Get it. And hopefully it's in the beginning when your babe's like cluster feeding so she can suck it on out or he can suck it on out. I'm Mandy. Subscribe to more Maddi and me. Right now we're on our breastfeeding journey. So we're sharing all of our knowledge before this babe stops breastfeeding. Comment below. Let me know if you had a fail-proof way to get rid of your mastitis. Yeah, kids. Yeah.